Also, now they've got to be going in, and I don't know why they didn't want to lock down Glick. Obviously, yes, you've got a Shaman Healer at the back, and with Bloodlust, Heroism Alliance can be like really, really powerful, but Malice should be able to get the interrupts on that.
Yeah.
And I think maybe locking down Glick and reopening up on him would be a better situation than locking down Hafu and reopening up her. I think they were actually trying to prey on what they thought was the weak player in the team, and they kind of backfired on him because Natrana was left in a situation where he was getting destroyed right at the end. And what they actually did, they went on the Priest, and he actually blew his cooldowns on pain suppression. So the whole fnatic team, the 2 DPS, let Hafu stay alive. They can't really save her apart from a Hammer of Justice and also an intimidating shout of Reagan. So they went on the Priest. As soon as pain suppression was on, they actually did switch on to Natrana, and that's pretty quick. But it's all precognitive what they're actually coming in with as a tactic. So they laid that one on the line. They said, this is what we're going to do, and this is how we're going to finish it. And they did exactly right. And I think that Pandemic went on the wrong target personally and kind of
there's no reason why they couldn't take down Glix pretty quickly if they get some chain stuns on him and stuff. I mean, they've got a Priest, so they could get the Master Spell in, get an interrupt on the first heal, get him silenced, get the Master Spell off. They could take him down pretty quickly, and then if he did change to a one hand and shield or bubbled and manages to get a heal in, then they could easily just change targets. They just can't have him running around with this massive two-hander just unloading that much damage onto them. At the least, they need to use range to their advantage.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. I kind of looked at the opening on Blade's Edge, was kind of sloppy at the top, and if Pandemic, do take that range and really dump some, good damage onto potentially Glick. Maybe they can do it to Reagan as well. They can eventually control Hafu and stick it out of place. We'll see if this is going to be the case, though. We are going to go back in game, as you can see. 1-0 currently to fnatic. They are on the top left of your screen, top right. It's going to be Pandemic. Gates soon to open on Nagrand. And, well, I'm not sure if this will be an advantage for fnatic, or are they going to rush in offensively and try and get things mixed up? And if they do, they've got to bring the Shaman in, and have that Shaman out of place could be dangerous. But we'll have to see. And I do think Pandemic kind of fell short on expectations versus this lineup. So gates are open. And they are going to sit defensively, so they are going to want to make sure that Hafu is around this pillar as they completely decide to change that, and they are going to go offensive. So Malice looking for a sheep, going to get it off onto Reagan. No, Dispels were coming in, and finally they're in. And as Hafu goes offensively, she's going to, it's exactly the same as what's happening last time. She gets a bop and she's going to have to run away. And you can see now, Reagan is chasing. I'm not sure if he's going to be put into a Nova. That's going to be Dispelled. He's also going to be put into a Feared and really needs to help out Hafu. Going to get onto the back now of Natrana. Is going to back off what looks like he's actually put an intimidating shout. Going to be looking for his intercept. Hits the intercept onto Natrana. That's going to be important. Hafu should be in a decent enough situation, but look at this. Glix has used his bubble. Gets a Dispel onto that Poly. Glix then going on to Natrana, and surely Pandemic are going to be able to keep this one up as Hafu is going to drop, and they played it so much better despite, Pandemic tried to do the same tactic, but really that pillar almost seemed to be the downfall.
Oh, but
look at this as they go onto the Priest. Do get a kill. Glix is caught, though, into
is this really the right decision, though? Should they really be focusing Reagan here? He's got a full rage bar. He's sitting at 7k HP, and Glix is coming in. Reagan's got the one hand and shield up, and they're going all out on Natrana, who's sitting at 5k HP.
Oh, great. As he came out of Repentance, got intercepted at the same time. It's looking to put an Arcane Barrage onto Reagan. Reagan down to 6k, so is Glix. Natrana looking to get out of the situation. He's actually going to be chased, though, by Glix, so Rogue has popped his sprint. He should be able to get enough distance. I don't know if he's got enough time to stealth. He does manage to stealth, but look at Malice now. He's left Malice all alone versus 2, and Natrana not only needs to open up, he needs to control and get a kill. Drops 2k damage, but is taking so much damage from that Paladin, put into a Hodge as well. And fnatic come back with a 2 DPS team. Bladestorm proving so dangerous, and you got to think, you drop a Mortal Strike down on a Priest, then you use your Blade Storm, it lasts 6 seconds. Mortal Strike takes 8 before you need to refresh it. He's got to heal himself up all the way through that, and he'd already used, pain suppression as well. So he was gonna go down. And
I mean, he was spamming flash heals and getting them in, but he had MS up on him, and that Blade Storm was just hitting for so much. And Pandemic's guild name actually on their alliance characters was Pandemic is washed up, and I think that was meant with a bit of irony. It was sort of, but it's really starting to ring true so far today.